We have an insanely bullish catalyst for Bitcoin that nobody else is talking about. We're also looking at some insane comments from the Federal Reserve talking about inflation finally coming back down into the 2% mark. Can it actually happen? And some insane moves on altcoins that have happened over the night and some deep plays that were called out in the basement Discord by your boy Nick Demandi, Diamond Hands Demandi over here. Welcome all to the show. We got a good crew hanging out with us today. It's been a fast-moving day, you know. We're looking for cameras. Owen's having to move his damn car. Somehow Owen's neighbor ended up with his cell phone this morning. That's how this day is going.
Wow.
It's been a weird one. Isaac, what is up, dude? Thanks for joining me today. How's the day going so far?
Day is, it's been trotting along.
Yeah, along. I had you looking at that Giga Chad thing.
Giga Chad, yes.
Giga Chad taking over meme coins.
What's that at now?
It's
market cap's like 80 million, like 82 million.
Yeah, it's going nuts.
The problem is, I saw that yesterday when it was at like 30 million.
Dude,
I mean, it's been out for like 6 months or something.
I know. Michael Hearn has been like,
I know.
That guy's a G.
Yeah.
That guy's a G. I should have got it.
Well, I like how it's kickstarting the Giga Chad meme coin thing again because I got Giggle Ched waiting in the background. You know what I'm saying?
With that.
I got Giggle Ched hanging out, but we got Nick up in here. He's probably dropping some. You're working quite a bit on the basement.supplies rollout. Basement
supplies. So the bag builder is working. You can go build your bug out bag, your inch bag, your whoosh bag, all these bags. It's all there. We got all the flags. We got the funny flags. So get on basement.supplies. And Veteran Crypto is actually running the socials for that now. Yeah. And we're going to be dropping all the prepper homesteading stuff that won't make it to Black's. Like if it's not like super hot, it's going to go on those channels. If it's super hot, we got to put on the black side.
Is Owen banging his neighbor? That's what they're saying in the chat. Shady Bandito doesn't know the inside scoop, does he, Owen? I don't think so. No, Owen's saying no.
Owen's
Mark's
shaking
safe.
his head no.
No, I think Owen's well in love with his gal.
Let's say hi to Riley though.
Yeah. We got Riley Gaines is the July. Back. Switch to. Do we got the shot? Owen?
He's got the shot.
Send the shot. Riley Gaines, welcome to the wall for the month.
All-American swimmer, conservative activist for women. And now, I like this calendar.
We have to hop in the DMs to see which one actually comes through and gives us an interview.
I'll slide back into the DMs. Yeah. You know, Riley.
AC is going off, Aaron.
She's got a lot of gentlemen suitors out there, but we need her on the show to talk about base stuff.
Morel, what is up, dude? What kind of shirt are you wearing? Rotten Rollin',
the drummer from Crazy Town.
Okay. Oh my God, really?
Crazy Town.
Crazy. What a throwback.
Yep, I know him personally, so.
Come my lady, come my lady.
The drummer from Crazy Town.
I know that song. You know, my daughter had a butterfly outfit, and then she heard that song, and nothing has ever been the same ever since. So it's been a weird one. But make sure you're following us, you guys. We got the Basement on Twitter. We're live on Twitter. Shout out to everyone that's watching on Twitter at BChain Basement. Follow me on Twitter as well at Druth Crypto. We got Mr. Nick Demandi at Nick Demandi. Mr. Morel, just a quick highlight, at Morel Crawford.
That's me.
And then Isaac. Isaac never comes up in the search, but it's Isaac Does Crypto, ISAAC. There he is. So
there I am.
Go give him a shout.
Yeah, he's a wee babe.
He's getting into it though. Yeah. You know what I mean? His jawline is slowly growing. It's sort of like shaping the square foundation for it.
Isaac started off his moves here at Basement, and we were a little. We were like, I don't know if he's gonna make it or not, but I think Isaac's gonna. Make
he's
it
I'll make blossoming.
He's gonna make it.
He's full DJ.
It's gonna be huge. But we got some good stuff on the markets. Let's check out just the basic price action here. Nothing horribly exciting. The big winners today: Floki, Toncoin, Beam, Akash. They were just basically changing hands. They were recently the big losers. They're just
Akash with a 22% move for the week.
I know.
That's
let's check
pretty good.
Let's go this.
Flux is actually integrated with Akash as well. So
really,
yeah, there's been some really good stuff with Flux and Akash.
Look at all these altcoins though. They ran into their prove it points right here. The initial pump up. They fell back down to them over the last few weeks. A lot of people are thinking the market's over. Now everyone's rethinking the 4-year cycle, and just like that, like clockwork, it's moving on the way up. Not sure. My computer just froze on me, so this is kind of bearish right now for the markets. Maybe. Oh, and pull me down here. I'm locked up here. Let me quit VMix. I heard from BJ he's worried about a new pandemic rolling out.
Yeah, they made me do contact tracing when I came back from Barcelona.
Did they?
They
What's
did.
the process? Like, is it any questions about birds or anything?
No. When you check in, you just like add in some person that you're traveling with, I guess.
Okay. So it's nothing like intensive. They don't really dig into like.
It wasn't too invasive. I always end up filling out that information because it's not like legally binding. I just say I'm Klaus Schwab. I'm with the World Economic Forum.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
well, that's kind of a dangerous thing to say now. He got recently accused of sexual harassment. Klaus.
Shocker.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe it.
Who could have possibly seen that coming?
Unbelievable.
Not
This
me.
is
Yeah, we need likes smashed. Owen, get off the Facebook Marketplace.
Is he
You're supposed
shopping
to be working
again?
right now.
He is
for trucks.
shopping right
He's
now.
looking at Ford Rangers. Lee, how many likes are we at, Owen?
Oh my god.
How many, sir?
Yeah, tell us. Where are we at?
70, nope, 26.
No, my
26.
God.
That is put.
Oh my god. Seriously, this computer will not
All right, guys,
wanna
show's
pull
over.
up.
Just do a hard reboot.
No, I mean I don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
have to start the show if it doesn't start up, but this is definitely not sparking joy. You know, someone's talking about Pendle and the pullback from Pendle. Pendle did have a lot of the locked value pulled out of it. The graphs is pretty obvious. Really the larger conversation I think that's going on with the Pendle pullback is the restaking hype. It seems to have kind of worn off a little bit. You know what I mean? With the Icon and the Pendles. They're not as attractive.
They're not as sexy. Well, it's cyclical in the bull runs. You know, there's like the sexy thing and then there's the not sexy thing. Like right now, you know, it's not sexy at all. Bitcoin layer 2s and ordinals.
Oh,
holy shit. That has come off the rails. But it'll come back.
It's true.
It'll come back.
And it's in its infancy. You know what I mean? Like the second layer of Bitcoin, it's in its infancy. A lot of FUD came from that Alex Labs exploit.
What did he?
There was an exploit on Alex Labs, and it was definitely bad for the ecosystem at large. This thing totally, like, I'm just gonna riff it here. It's giving me the spinning thing of death. Look at this.
Give
Do you
me
see
the
it?
computer. I'll fix it. You just you can freehand it.
So, you know,
Stop using Chrome.
Look at this. This is toast, dude.
I know. It's toast.
The computer is rugging.
It rugged us, but it's a good thing I remember what everything was about. So basically, I want to start by talking about Bitcoin. Now, wallets that have 10 Bitcoin or more are continuing to move up the scale and accumulate Bitcoin regardless of the price action being basically at previous all-time highs. Now, seeing this and seeing the large amount of minor capitulation that we've experienced over the last few weeks, I do think that these last few attempts to break below the $60,000 level for Bitcoin have been the proving ground for our current price action. There's a lot of calls that we could see this massive dip down to $50,000 or even below that. I've seen some people calling for as low as a $30,000 Bitcoin price. And I'm just here sticking with my guns. I think that the current situation for Bitcoin, the thing that moves all crypto markets, is still holding strong at this $60,000 level. And if you compare it to essentially like fiat currencies, it's still provably outpacing every single fiat currency on the planet right now. And I don't think that's in really any trajectory to change. We're seeing some things that me and Vet were talking about.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to mention the Black Site video that I got edited today.
Yeah.
Talks a lot about the larger conversation of how a lot of what we've seen, these big moves from the Supreme Court over the last few weeks, they play into America's renewed fervor for competitiveness.
Okay, expound on that.
The Chevron Act.
Well, yeah.
EPA guidelines, thus constricting American production capability to be competitive with the rest of the world, and rolling those back along with, basically the ATF losing all of its gray area authority.
Yeah.
You know, the loss of gray area authority in these government organizations to just make the rules up as they go because they're the quote unquote experts. Without Congress.
Yeah,
right?
They're bought and paid. The experts. Here's the thing: like, if you're on just regular old like TikTok or whatever, and you see a video about Chevron deference being eliminated, you would imagine, you would take away that we as a country, we started in 1980 with Chevron deference.
Yeah.
Like, newsflash, the country operated actually perfectly well without Chevron deference for over 100 years, like over 200 years.
Yes.
It was 215 years. We were okay without the deep state. And then the deep state kind of got its startings with Chevron deference. Well, now it's no longer a thing. And I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a huge conversation that is under discussed because basically Congress is that body of representatives, right?
Yes.
We get a chance to vote for these representatives, and then we can tell them, hey, we're pissed, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And those representatives in the past were in control of the law.
Yes.
The Chevron set up the ability for these three-letter organizations that are quote unquote experts in the field to basically just make up the law as they saw it should be.
If there's any vagueness to the law that Congress passed, deference was given to the regulatory body. And so that not only increased the size of the government, increased the power of unelected people, it enabled Congress to pass shitty laws.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like it just enabled bad behavior. It's like kind of saying, okay, well, we'll take it's like a pass fail grade at that point. Like as long as you showed up and passed the law, it's fine. You know, you could we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Now they actually are going to get graded on their law.
Well, they have 4 decades of bad results, right? They have 4 decades of realizing, holy shit, China's outpacing us. Now we're in this technological arms race. So blockchain black site is where this video is going up. And actually we have 2 nearly 45-minute videos really digging into all of the aspects of this.
They're really get. You know who I can't wait to see get
What's that?
absolutely just shit on? The Department of Education.
Department of Education.
Oh, yes.
They need
Those
it.
corrupt mofos are
Please, I would love to see that.
worst.
Yeah.
And they're Marxists. They're essentially communists.
Well, that's pretty much, you're making a conversation of something out of hell for me. If you combine all those things,
And I'm here for it.
you know, but something that's not out of hell is the God candle we're about to experience,
let's
you
talk
guys.
about
Ash Crypto breaking up the Fed net liquidity just had its biggest spike in 15 months. The last time this happened, Bitcoin pumped 38% in a week. So you could see this nasty spike. I'll scroll a little bit down. This is the original spike. And this was actually, what was it? It was March 13th of 2023, the banking crisis of the United States, right? And then they realized, oh shit, we got to turn on the third money printer in the background while everyone doesn't understand what bank term funding program is. And we'll just pump a bunch of money back into the markets through the back door. For anyone that doesn't know, BTFP, that thing that the feds has said, we saved the banking sector with BTFP. It's a third version of quantitative easing, and they used it right here in a big way to keep banks afloat. Now, what we see is the return of that. And we do have some stories playing into why it is likely that we see more stress within the banking sector and more need for money printing, which only ends up with nasty good upside for us here in crypto. So here is the bullish catalyst highlighted by DeFi Investor.
This guy's a G.
I love his account. If you're not following DeFi Investor, it's a must. But a bullish catalyst to come in the next few months. FTX will distribute $16 billion in cash in cash to its customers. Most of the FTX users were indeed crypto natives, and a big percentage of that money they get is likely to flow back in crypto. The potential buying pressure here is huge. Now, if I'm shooting from the hip, if I'm an FTX person that just got rugged, I've been waiting years to get my hands on my money once again. See this market cooking, it's frothy, it's looking like it's ready to pop. I'm not necessarily going to be going back into Bitcoin.
No, you're going to be buying a bag with Coke.
Bag, exactly. Yes. Bag with Coke, bump, or just like smaller market cap projects. Bag with Coke is an extreme example of that.
Yes, it
It's
is.
the micro cap. That's like $140,000 right
If you
now.
want to be smart, you could put some money into a project that was started by an Ethereum co-founder like Polkadot.
You could. You
right?
could.
Because actually talking about a project like Polkadot is good. It's not bad. It's not like a nano cap. Putting your money in if there's a normie and you're like, hey, they're like, what should I put my money into? I would say things like Near or Polygon or Polkadot or AVAX. Like those are good projects that people should know about because marketing those projects is good for crypto.
Well, I've been dealing with quite the storm because there's a lot of people that are pissed that I've been talking about Polkadot and that we partnered with Polkadot. And
Those are brainlets. Yeah. So let me, I was going to do a post about this from the basement Twitter, and I still will. we've been doing sponsored content for Polkadot because we're a crypto channel and we're trying to pay for Drew's kids to eat.
That's a big deal.
And so what do? You like, how are you supposed to operate a business? And like, you can't do it with YouTube ads. PS. So we say, Polkadot says, hey, we want to do, we want people to know about Polkadot. We say, yeah, Polkadot is like a really good project. Sure, you can do marketing. Marketing is allowed. Like, it doesn't even, at that point, it doesn't even matter if we have a bag of Polkadot. We weren't a dev. Like, it's a multi-billion-dollar market cap. We could dump every time we do a video. It wouldn't matter because the market cap's so huge.
Well,
like, everyone needs to calm down and stop being fucking retarded.
Well, another thing that's like our particular situation is it wasn't even necessarily Polkadot that I had to be specific about. It's like all the things that are willing to work with Polkadot, all this interoperability, like Origin Trail. Here's an example of what I've been, honestly, one of the most exciting projects out of the Polkadot ecosystem is Origin Trail. And here's the year on it. We've been talking about it for quite some time.
It's a great project.
You know,
part of the Polkadot ecosystem.
It is. But another one's Centrifuge, right?
Centrifuge, Peak token, PEAQ.
Dude, Peak, we need to, it's not available yet, is it?
Well, we can't talk about it anymore because apparently we can't shill anything Polygon or Polkadot related. Like, you can't talk about anything in crypto, but you can also talk about crypto.
Peak isn't available yet, is it?
I don't believe it's on mainnet yet.
It's not on mainnet yet.
I don't believe so. But
see,
there are already things running on it.
Yeah, no, Peak is a huge IoT play.
Yeah.
We got to be watching this one like a hawk.
It's DePIN. They would say they're DePIN. They're not IoT. Yeah. IoT's lame. Okay, that's so 2021.
Oh, God. They're going to come back. IoT talk, it's going to come back. And you know what? I had a conversation with a pretty big leader in the space about one of the projects that I've been most bullish on for like 2 years now. And there is insane shit coming to the DePIN IoT realm. So I'm excited about leaning into it. Peak, we need to make sure we pay attention when that one comes out.
Fat Tom says Crust on Polkadot is dope. I was actually talking about Crust a year and a half ago. The upside to that token is bananas. I haven't checked the price in the past 2 months. Crust. It's online. It's blockchain storage.
All right. I mean, that's a problem. How dare they
Crust
do block?
Not Crust Exchange, Crust Network.
Crusty. You know, Crusty used to be a big word I used to use.
Unless he's talking about Crust Exchange.
No, I don't know if this
Go
is
to
it.
all. Look at that.
Look at this. This is dead.
$150.
What is this thing? This is Ethereum.
Oh, is he talking about the other one?
No, you got to let us know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
So got this covered. Here's your minor capitulation. The same levels as right here. Look at that bottom. Oh, move my head out of the way, Owen. So this was where.
Stop sexting and do your job.
Is he sexting over there?
He is. He's like,
who are you sexting, Owen?
He's engaging with many men.
Oh,
he's trying to pay for that truck.
Well, look at this double bottom.
He's not gay, but $20 is $20.
Speaking of double bottoms, look at this. So this is 2023.
A lot of grinder notifications coming up on his phone right now.
This was when.
Look, I sell feed pics. I'm the grinder guy. I sell feed pics for crypto.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
I'm knowing everything I know.
Dude, this pre-workout's starting to get to my blood system right now.
Yeah, so guys, just FYI, Drew hasn't taken pre-workout in like 6 months, and now he's like mainlining it live on the show. So this could turn into a Freaky Friday. Anyway, minor capitulation. It was tremendous a couple years ago. It is now extremely tremendous. It is thick and girthy to the downside. Miners be selling like a mofo, but I believe the worst is over.
You think so?
I haven't been watching Invest Bros. I haven't been watching Bill Lab Academy. I've kind of taken a crypto break because I lost $500 leverage trading, so I'm like really pissed on myself.
Yeah.
But I believe just from everything I've been seeing, like volumes kind of flatline, everything else is flatlining. Alts are starting to recover a little bit. I think we're at the local bottom, and it's up only from here.
Dude, is this?
What do you think?
You let me know if this is real.
Okay.
Talking about having a long-term view of crypto. Remember this guy from 2013?
Wow.
Freaking out about Bitcoin being like $111.
Currently, the question on everyone's minds is, did he hodl? Bitcoin is now up to $111. Come on. What kind of question is that? Of course I did. I hodled. I bought more, and I've hodled again. I've hodled everything. I've hodled every single thing. And that, so far, has been the best decision that I've ever made financially in my life. You literally just buy and you hodl. Keep those diamond hands. Certainly.
Does this guy? Do you think he actually held all the way through all of this time?
I don't think so, but it awesome if you did.
I hope he sold something. At
Right?
least one, bro.
At least sell something now.
He's got like the same haircut. It's like nothing changed in his life. He's
Yeah,
still got the same shaver. You know what I mean?
I know.
I want to find out. Like, that is diamond nuts to the ultimate. If he
Yeah.
actually pulled that off, shout out to that dude.
Yeah,
So,
guys, keep on hitting the like button. Hit the like button if you're diamond hands, if you're psycho handing. Hit the like button if you've been accumulating, and also hit that like button if you support Owen doing whatever it takes to make that bag. Even
Diamond
if it is selling
nads.
on Grinder.
that is so true. Dude, he might.
How are the feet picks going, Owen? What did you buy the truck?
No.
He didn't buy.
He didn't
Good
buy the
job.
truck. Why didn't you buy the truck?
You sold
Owen?
V picks for
No.
nothing.
Dude, you got to get that truck, Owen.
Just drop a new.
right.
Drop a new engine in that Ranger, my guy. Come
My
on,
God.
way
My
cheaper,
God.
and you'll have a.
Hey, we got
souped-up Ranger.
basement.supplies up in the chat. Cool.
Yeah, I'll
Vets-
give you a wrench
okay.
in a minute, Vet.
All right,
I'll
cool.
give you a wrench.
So what you guys think about this? Bitcoin could one day replace the US dollar, says Twitter founder Jack Dorsey.
No, Jack.
Look at the picture, first of all. Look at
That's
the
an old
nose ring.
picture. I
Oh,
know.
is it?
That's the
Look
type of
like
men
that.
Owen try to sext.
Oh my God. Isaac choosing violence.
Isaac's coming in.
Holy shit. It really is a Giga Chad day. So Twitter
Yeah.
co-founder and noted Bitcoin enthusiast Jack Dorsey believes the world's top crypto poised to change the world. He thinks that the change is coming within the matter of years.
False.
It's going to take some time, Dorsey said in the intimate talk titled Tech and Freedom at the event hosted by legendary music producer Rick Rubin.
Some of the best TikToks out there.
Yeah.
From Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin is
He's like, I have no skills. I just have really good taste. I'm like, damn.
yeah, that where he's just sitting there like naked, like meditating. Is that the,
Yeah.
that was very. I mean, as a music person, producers they actually have a lot of value. Like
They do,
having taste and knowing what is good.
Being a taste maker.
Yeah, a taste maker. Like if I'm a musician and I'm sitting there just yelling into the microphone and just making sure I'm on key, I need that third person objective point of view
Yes.
to get me on the right path.
Absolutely.
You have to be kind of humble though to take that advice. You know?
do, but you walk in, in the room. That's why you the producer is there to make you better. So you respect that. It's like when I'm on set, when you're the director and you're working with an actor, it's a two-way, it's a conversation that you're having. But then you also have the cinematographer who's looking, they're dedicated to look through the lens and they're going to say, hey, you should probably move this here, do some of this. And you have to respect what they're saying because you're mostly, when you're directing, you're mostly in the headspace of the performance. At least you should be when you're directing, and the cinematographer is there to make sure that the performance you're getting is being captured properly, and they can give you some really good input.
Yeah, I mean Rick Rubin, he's produced some of the best songs out there. You know? So what's the over under on this? How
He says
and
it's
when?
not 10 years, it might be 15.
Yeah,
Little
he
by
kind of
little.
pushed out. You know,
People see the value in the system and why it's so powerful. I mean, yeah, but like 15 years, that's
pretty quick.
That's really quick.
That's really quick. And honestly, like in order to accomplish a 15 years from now, Bitcoin's the currency, we got to go through a literal hardcore World War III fast.
It would be
And it's ugly.
tremendous. Yeah.
Like, I don't really think people understand, how serious the United States will be and continue to be the world reserve currency.
Yep.
But they got to find out, we keep getting tested. So it could potentially complement or replace the US dollar, which rules everything, Dorsey said. Wearing a Satoshi Nakamoto t-shirt and gold chain, tech entrepreneur who founded the financial tech firm Block emphasized the importance of his eyes turning to the global economy away from the current dependence on both the US dollar and the Chinese yuan. Okay, so we're talking about two of the world's most powerful agencies on the planet just stepping back and letting Bitcoin handle it. Kind of a little bit too optimistic, honestly. Like, I'm going to say it, like, I hope we get there and we end up like, the Bitcoin world reserve currency. It's just, we're talking about government's whole reason for existing is controlling people and the monetary movements within it. And
yeah, they have a monopoly on violence and they have a monopoly on money.
Yeah.
So I don't see, like, there is no world, a functional world that we know of right now where we are buying things with Satoshis.
No,
that does not exist. Now it could exist, but it is not. We would go through a period of Mad Max and then come out on the other side where we're using Satoshis. But as long as there are countries and borders, That's not going to happen. Now, it will be backed as a reserve for sure. Like we will be used as a reserve, but I don't think it's going to be dollars.
Yeah.
American Pool Guy, $2 super chat.
Yeah, I'm checking
Any
it out.
peak price thoughts on Arweave and Arrow? By the way, do we have Rumble chat up? Because we missed a super chat yesterday.
Yeah, is Rumble running right now? Let us know in there. I'm looking at Aerodrome Finance right now. Pop up this graph for me real quick. So basically, Aerodrome is hot and heavy to the upside. It went all the way up to about, what is this, $2.20. It's 60 cents right now.
Yeah.
We are at nearly, so the original pump up to moment was essentially right at 60 cents. I do absolutely expect Arrow to hold this level. Just looking at the rest of the altcoin charts that I showed you earlier on, I absolutely feel like, move my face out of the way so we can see this, Owen. This original pump to level right here, I really hate this damn annotation. It pumped the original all-time high when things started heating up was 59 cents. We're currently at 60, and I have been going through quite a few different altcoin graphs. A lot of them have the similar structure where you have the original pump to, things get awesome and crazy, and it falls back to, and it needs to hold the line. Essentially,
if
right
this holds, which it looks like it is, that's a great entry point. Big hands down with the 5 gifted membies. What a Thank you so much for the membies. Being a member is one of the best ways you can support the channel. If everyone who watched these videos became a member, we wouldn't have to take any money from Polkadot. But you haven't done it, so it's all your fault.
That's a good damn point.
Yeah.
That is, and that's another big reason, like the basement dot supplies. What do you think we're trying to build a store to sell tangibles at? You know what I mean?
Tangible
what would I rather do? Sell tangibles or, you know, I'd much rather sell bug out bags.
Yeah, much rather. But so if we can get, we are trying to get to 1,000 membies very, very soon. So right now we're at like 300 or 400.
Dude.
If we get to 1,000, we are unstoppable.
Dude, I was sweating when I posted that black site video this morning.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Well, not just because of the pre-workout coursing through my veins for the first time in 6 months. Yeah, I'm starting to sweat a lot actually. Okay. But it's a very risky deep dive, and I got some videos that are going to make people basically question everything. So essentially Aerodrome, if you don't have some, or if you are in it, you believe in base long term like I do, essentially I'm taking this as a moment to stack up. So we have situations like that with Ondo where it's been up only, and now it's sitting here consolidating at like $1.20. And I feel very bullish on Ondo as well. I think Ondo's got staying power. I think base has got staying power, and I think the DEXs, the swap systems on base are going to be just fine.
Whoa, Tom Crown 1 hour ago, Bitcoin could hit a new all-time high this month.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Tommy's sunglasses, he's one of my brothers in sunglass technology.
Yeah.
If Tommy C, if Big Tom Daddy says yes, I'm in it.
Tom Daddy.
This
got so weird so quick.
Look,
my God. Oh my God. So now we got, all right, Reuters is coming out. I'm not going to dive into this. We all know why. Commercial real estate and ESG investments are crushing banks. Okay, that's clear. The European Union banks are vulnerable to real estate cracks, says Watchdog. But the real thing that I'm looking at is Reuters coming out and admitting this. You know what I mean? Like Reuters is the AP, the Associated Press. They like smoothing things over as much as they can. They're just having to highlight Germany, France, banks in the EU have lent more than 1.4 trillion euros.
Is that it?
That's it. To the commercial real estate sector.
CRE,
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to buoy up the system here. You know what I mean? You could sit here and expect everything just to go to zero, or just know that the system's going to print its way out of the problem once again, like we've seen in the past.
By the way, you know there's 74 people watching us on X right now?
That's pretty badass.
That's pretty good.
Let's go.
People on X.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's keep on going through this article. Read the rest of that because I think it's important.
In the latest risk report, European Banking Authority said they're facing elevated uncertainty from geopolitical factors. The analyst foreseeing French parliamentary election as a potential risk. Planned payouts in the 2024 reached 100 billion euros for the covered sample of banks, which is the highest volume for years. The EBA said in a report which surveyed about 80% of the bank. That's not a small sample size.
So 80% of the banks are maxing out their paybacks.
They're leveraged on God mode, man. They ain't gonna stop.
So structural. Okay, go ahead.
Structural and cyclical factors have caused cracks in commercial real estate markets. Total EU bank exposures to real estate have risen 40% to 1.4 trillion euros over the past decade, with several mainly smaller banks having exposure are now multiples of their equity, making them vulnerable to downturns.
Okay, so they're upside down. Like
They're upside down.
considerably.
And if they keep losing value on the commercial real estate sector, it's all done for.
Yeah.
So the downturn of the real estate market might also have stronger repercussions on market stability, negatively affecting NBFIs significantly exposed to the segment. But guess what? The real lovely part of it, if you're in crypto, if you ain't worried about all this shit, is because when things really started to crack for
Hey.
America, I'll show you where it was. Where the worst part of our banking sector crisis, if you can call it that, right here. Look at that shit.
Booyah.
Boom. So you're in Bitcoin instead of leaving your money in savings in a
Yep.
bank. You go from there to here. How high are we up from this moment? So let's see
At
here.
least 50%.
Let's see here. It's more like
200.
218%.
Nice.
So-
Shout out to Michael Killa.
Whoa.
$2 super chat.
What's up, dude? And then
Thank you, sir.
Seth Shepard giving the super chat $5. Can someone review Helium Mobile for me? It's been pumping hard for the last 2 days.
Are
This
you
is-
asking about the mobile token? Because I am very familiar with that. So,
what's your thoughts on that?
well, that's so I have Helium Mobile. That's what I have with my
For
Saga
yourself.
phone.
Yeah.
So I don't have my Saga phone with me. Yes, for mobile token. All the DePIN stuff, and I struggle with this. I've been really struggling because
Well, we both got
I
rugged by the
think-
miners, but we got to get over that.
Well, I'm not worried about. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying I think DePIN
Mm-hmm.
until the market shakes out otherwise. DePIN is the new GPU mining. The more you can turn the data that is already being extracted out of you anyways, turn that into cash flow, good for you. So mobile token, yes, I have the Hive Mapper. I'm kind of on the fence with it right now. I just got this new app called Silencio, which is where you basically take sound readings from your
Okay.
phone in various places, and you get paid in noise token, which has not dropped yet. So you're able to like farm and get a little more of an airdrop.
Whoa.
So you can use your phone in a lot
That's
of
pretty
stuff.
fun.
Yeah. So yeah, mobile token. I mean,
Look at
the
Morel.
service is good. Yeah, get it.
Well, and I think
you
it's-
just use your phone. It's just like
The
right
cool-
there on your
the
app.
service is actually good.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
it's
like,
pretty good. There's no international right now, but
Yeah.
for local stuff, it's pretty darn good.
Okay. I mean, that makes me feel a little better because I saw Helium hooked up with Constellation DAG a while back too.
That's very good. That's
you know,
very
and
good.
I was like, great. You know, and I'm upset, not really still, but way back in the day, I tried to get a Helium miner. I just bought it from the wrong company. It was like
Yeah.
American SP or something like that. They went out of business without ever delivering the mining system.
I would not even bother mining Helium. I would just have Helium as your mobile service and earn mobile token. There is a lot of downward pressure because people are selling their mobile token, but just like for Silencio, if a business wants the data, they buy it from like in the form of the token.
Okay.
So then there's that upward pressure.
Absolutely.
So
I
there's
like
the
that.
lift. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to get into some deeper altcoins here, but we're going to run the mid-roll real quick, and we'll be back with you in just a second here. The Blockchain Basement is powered by Arculus. This is the world's leading crypto cold storage where you can easily secure, buy, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap using 3-factor authentication to make sure to keep your assets safer than ever. Make sure to support the channel. Use code BASE10 and click the link down in the description to get your hands on your security today. All right, we're back. I'm back from Barbados. You know, Barbados got hit with a pretty nasty hurricane. Did you guys see the hurricane that happened in Jamaica and Barbados yesterday?
No.
There's like a Category 5 hurricane building up.
Oh, Beryl.
Yeah, Beryl,
Yes,
Hurricane Beryl.
I have lived through several hurricanes.
Have you really?
Oh yeah.
Well, in what was the state?
North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am well versed in hurricane preparedness.
Oh my God. Yeah. We have a specific bag built out for hurricane. So if you get a chance, if you're worried about being prepared, go to basement.supplies. I was watching. I was actually seeing some locations that I had visited in Barbados that had been leveled.
Wow.
So it just kind of, you know, the weather side of things is heating up. Let's look into the altcoins here before I get too distracted. What's going on? This is the Pendle
Oh
graph
my God.
for locked in value.
Holy.
Yeah, it's not great. So Pendle's locked in value volume has dropped 40% in just a week, which may indicate a decline in interest from airdrop restaking. Well, did they do this on purpose? There's no way that this person spelled this correct.
No, that's because those two words get you flagged and spammed like crazy on X.
Oh, so they changed it up a little bit to avoid the bots.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see what Pendle is, because honestly, I don't think Pendle will die at large, but it is probably taking a pretty good haircut on this.
Whoa.
Oh boy, look at this.
Wow.
Look at this. All right, so we see pain continue and the FUD continue for Pendle, and I can get a chance to buy it for $3, 3 and something. Anything under $3.50, I'm going for. So those are my parameters. You're going to see a lot of FUD, a lot of people kind of leaving the network of Pendle. The value locked. It's having a correction. Let it correct, and I will watch like a stubborn psycho in the background and buy the guts on the floor for $3. So that's my game plan for Pendle. Go look into this. I already got this covered. Institutions are apparently accumulating Link. Notice 54 fresh wallets withdrew 2.08 million Link, worth $30 million from Binance just in itself.
Nice.
Over the last 7 days. Check out the Link chart. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of reasons to be bullish on Chainlink. It's still my largest bag, but we're looking for reasonable entry points. Should we get more FUD, more downside? Honestly,
Look at that bouncing around on the floor.
I can't give you any better option
You
than
say
where
it
we're at.
Before I do.
Yep,
Say
that's it.
You know what it is. What is it?
Health on a shelf.
Oh
right there.
my God.
Look at this. I mean, this is what you want to see. You want to see multiple attempts to break down and just a psycho hands holding up the floor. Now it's set up. You have a higher low. I'm going to get the hell off of these annotations and go to Trading View. There we go. Okay, so this is the original floor. Get my face out of the way, Owen. Right here. Okay, so this is the pre-2021 pump that everyone misses. This is $2, $3 chain link. Then it pumped up to about $52. Now,
Nice.
in the last bear market, if you noticed, there were absolute conviction holders all the
Yes.
way through this bear market moment. And then it's pumped off of the
I was
shelf.
not one of them.
You were not one of them?
No, I barely hold any Link.
Okay, well, I was one of them. Actually, I might be one of the. No, I'm not. But I'm a middle-aged man that's heavily exposed, or middle
You're not middle-aged.
income man.
Middle income. Yeah.
I'm middle income man. Am I middle age? I'm 36.
No. Middle age is
I feel
50.
old. It's 50?
I'm pretty sure middle age is 50.
Really?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me happy.
Yeah.
My
You're
great
young.
great grandfather lived 112, but he only had like red meat and cigar, like pipe tobacco.
Of course.
You know what I
Pipe
mean?
tobacco
It's
is
the only way to live that long.
clinically proven to extend your life.
That's kind of what I got the feeling for.
Don't ask me for sources.
Yeah. Chainlink, though, honestly, you guys, I can't like give any other option besides right now. It's $14. You know, if I wasn't already padded out on my Chainlink bags, this is the moment that I'd be looking for. And really, I just had to highlight the absolute conviction in this channel that I was able to notice before the big pump. Now we've been able to prove our stance. It did pump all the way down, or fall down to $11.60.
Wow.
So at best, you could look for the bottom range of this channel, somewhere around 1160 up to 1190. But other than that, like, you know, I'm so damn bullish on what Chainlink's got in store for it, and all the partnerships working with Swift, capturing the actual movements of real world assets in the future. This is the best I can option for you here. Now, Sistine Research. Let's look at a good entry point for Trump token. Sistine Research, Forrest over there does amazing work. If you're not already, follow him at Sistine Research. Believing that we roughly have 40 days to continue accumulating more Trump. And by what he's looking at here, let's just pull this up.
So,
Look at that. The bottom of the channel.
So he's saying we're going to go to around $3. Is that what he's saying? What is Trump right now?
Let's go to it. I mean, because essentially by this graph, he'd be looking at $300. I think that's a little bit much. He's highlighting the channel that we're in. And I don't think that he meant to think that we're going to go to $300 on Trump MAGA token. That'd be really cool
So
if
we're
we did.
sliding back.
We're sliding back right
Okay,
here.
yeah. So he's saying we're going to get to about $3.
Yeah, fall down to. I mean,
Fall
that
down
would
to
be
$3.
that would be the bottom end of this right here.
Yep.
I mean, that's not unreasonable. I could be patient enough. Are the psychos patient enough to get to $3 Trump token and then stack up before the election?
I mean, look, guys, if there's no more psychotic psycho hander than MAGA people.
That is so true.
Yes.
That is so true. Yes. They've awoken something special
have.
in the American public.
Yes.
And you know, they did it through flipping us off. calling us deplorables, all those wonderful little words that they like to use. But Trump, I don't think that this thing is going to go to zero before the election. And honestly, even after the election, I think it actually might have staying power. This might be one of the most surprising ones.
For sure, especially if he comes back to X and starts doing mean tweets again.
Yes. Oh, God. And I miss those mean tweets, dude.
I miss them too.
Age is just a number. I like that. I want to hear that more because my knees are feeling better now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm turning the clock around.
Yeah.
Just gotta stay active.
I'm trying to stay active.
Stay active.
Stop moving, you start dying.
Yes,
That's so true.
given.
Let's talk about Jupiter because this thing is moving. Let's talk about Jupiter. I got in. I gave a shout out for it when it was like 70 something odd cents in this last pullback. Feeling great about the buy so far, but we are not out of the trenches. It recently was at above $1 in June, beginning of June this year. So let's check out the Jupiter chart. This is the exciting part. This is why I bought Jupiter at the moment that I did. Move my face out of the way, Owen. Actually, and I got to go to TradingView to show this accurately because they're damn annotations. Look at that shit. Look at the release level.
Wow.
Pumps back down. You got the insiders that had it originally. They dumped it, and then it pumps. Now we have an entry point essentially at its launch to the public. So I took advantage of that. Essentially 70 cents, 69 cents was at that release level. And right now I'm feeling damn good. I like Jupiter. You know, do you think Radium is actually going to dethrone Jupiter or where's Radium play in? Because Radium sucks for me right now. I hate using it.
I know everyone hates using it, but all the pump.fun stuff goes to Radium.
You know, did you hear Taco's take on all these Solana meme coins with locked liquidity?
No.
Deflationary.
Solana has become deflationary because of all of our shit tokens created with locked liquidity now going there to die.
That's so bullish.
Right?
That's insanely bullish.
There's like thousands of tokens being created every single day with thousands of dollars in locked liquidity, if not millions.
And they just died.
They're ghost towns now. So, you know, looking at Jupiter, let's see what the Radium token is. Let's just go to Radium.
I made a bag on Ray.
Did you?
Yeah, I like probably 2x or 3x Ray.
My eyes starting to twitch right now.
Yeah. Oh, because you've only downed like a third.
I know. This is gonna be really fun.
Keep going.
It's gonna be really fun. Radium, holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Guys, Radium is a play.
Dude. All right.
Both of these are a play.
So its current situation, the best I could do for like greedy entry points, the patient entry point is about $1.30.
Yep.
I'd be looking for something in the $1.30 range. But honestly, with the way liquidity is looking for crypto, we might not see these chances again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to give these numbers for most comfortable entry points for myself, obviously, because it's not financial advice. Should we get some pullback and some more range in here in the markets, which I do hope for, chaotically enough. But Radium, Jupiter, these things are nasty, nasty movers. What's that one that you were looking at? Drift? Drift?
I bought a bag of
Drift
Drift.
protocol.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I bought a bag, and let's see how it's doing. Oh, I'm doing great.
Yeah, I'm
Really great.
I'm doing fantastic.
Hang on,
I
do
bought
the
at
month.
25 cents.
Go to the month.
Let's see here. You got in at 25 cents?
25
Yeah,
cents.
I was.
sick
So you
bastard.
bought that dip that I bought because I bought
Yeah.
like around 37, but I guess you got a better wick.
Jesus.
But yeah, so I guess you've 2x'd. I'm close to a 2x.
Okay.
I
It's still
think.
kind
And
of
they
in a
partnered
range,
with
though.
Ondo.
It just came out. Like it's just like brand new.
Yeah, this is still a moment of opportunity here because you don't have much price data on this. And this thing has been for a new token release, like sure, you got this huge sell off, but that's just early coin holders.
Yeah.
And now you got actually a pretty damn bullish.
It's very, very bullish. Go
chart.
to the website.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do a dive into Drift.
Drift
Let's
is
see
good.
what we got here.
On-chain perp
Developers.
spot trading.
Let's
I mean,
see.
it's like Jupiter on steroids, but it's multi-chain. I'm pretty sure. Go to launch app.
Let's go.
Up on the
It's probably gonna lock me because I can't do any upgrades to this damn computer.
yeah, just
Sure,
go-
let's get started.
So yeah, I mean
okay,
it's
cool.
like very, very fully featured. You get fuel token. I'm pretty sure it's multi-chain. Anyway, I checked it out. It's just a great looking, DEX.
Yeah,
for
I mean-
for like real trading.
And
If you
this is a
wanna-
nice layout, dude.
Yeah, if you want to like get in and out on some, bonk,
Mm-hmm.
but have like limit orders and stuff like that. There you go.
Okay. I like it. I like this a
Drift.
lot.
It hasn't even come into its own yet.
Decentralized trades, like that's got to be a focus, man, because we got Coinbase here in America, but it feels so contrived and constrained
It is.
to
It's
only
awful.
have that as the option. Kraken, you never even hear about.
I know.
Kraken's an option here in the US, but it's just
It's my on and off ramp. I don't really do anything on there though.
Yeah?
I buy Tether and then I take Tether out. And
Okay.
That's it.
and my off ramp is Coinbase.
Yeah.
You
I have
know.
multiples. I have Kraken and Gemini. Kraken, Gemini, and Coinbase are your go-to off ramps.
Let's
Don't
see
off
here.
ramp with freaking MoonPay or those other ones. Don't do that. You're getting
1 inch. Yeah, don't do that.
1
you-
inch.
You can't off ramp with 1
Yeah,
inch.
off ramp with 1 inch.
So
Okay,
off
cool.
on and off ramp is taking your fiat and putting it into a bank and vice
Okay.
versa.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 inch is actually good for doing certain swaps with certain coins. But off ramping is where you get just absolutely shat on if you don't do it correctly. So like MoonPay and Transact, those you do not want to off ramp. It's very, very bad. You're paying.
What
a
was
lot
that?
of
It's
fees.
not an option in Washington State, man. Seattle has done a number on Washington.
Yeah.
Jesus Murphy. All right, so we got a lot of questions yesterday and obviously through the week about the ASI token merger.
It's happening.
It's happening. And we finally have the official post from ASI Alliance with the phase 1 of the merger. So make sure if you have questions about this merge and how to get your tokens, follow at ASI_Alliance. And they put out this post pretty recently here. Users can enlist in the pre-migration queue, now automatically receiving their ASI tokens upon the merge. So you have to go to the official site and then you follow these instructions. And then they have an article with this topic, just fully explaining. But now they actually have a specific spot where you can go to and get into the queue to get your ASI tokens. Have you seen the fetch? And let's check on the price action of fetch because I saw a little bit of wobbliness on. Oh, now it's ASI. Look at this. It's still at $1.30. Let's see here. Let's see if it holds. I mean,
So,
this is
Ocean
right there.
and Singularity, they don't go. So Fetch was 1-to-1. If you held Fetch, it's 1-to-1 ASI. Ocean and Singularity are, because they have different tokenomics, they aren't 1-to-1.
yeah.
But you are basically getting equal value for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I have some Ajax that I have on Coinbase wallet, I think is where it is. So I'm gonna have to get in the queue, get in there and do it myself. And if we're looking for a little bit of sell the news, like buy the rumors, sell the news options for getting into ASI, this like conglomerate of AI systems that apparently Ben Goertzel feels the need to put together. He knows something we don't. Ben Goertzel's probably one of the most incredible thinkers when it comes to AI development, and really a thought leader. And right now, the punch down 2 level for like a good entry point would be somewhere around $1.10. We see the continued FUD, because this original pump 2 moment that it had essentially at $1.10. So that's the entry point I'm looking for more ASI tokens. Obviously, I'm going to get some from the Ajax holdings, but if I'm looking to stack more, that's what I'm looking for. And let's see here. Oh yeah, we got Hurricane Beryl in there. Solana blinks. Look at this, blinks in action from Marty Party. The entire way we shop is about to change on X and Solana. You can buy a bottle of wine with Solana on 1 click now within Twitter. So it's actually rolling out.
that.
It's actually happening. Was there a Ethereum version of this rolled out in the past that you remember? Because for some reason I just have this gut feeling that there was like
you could connect your NFT wallet to your profile picture, but there was no other functionality to it.
there wasn't like any buy now
No.
directly. Okay, so this is the new. Okay, well, it'll be interesting to see how this rolls out. X is definitely full of a bunch of crypto degens. A lot of them honestly have some Solana in the wings, looking for things. If they buy wine with them, fine. I wouldn't necessarily be spending my crypto on wine. I'd spend it on whiskey, but that's just me. Now, did you guys see the immunity response from Biden yesterday?
Immunity response. Oh, for Trump's thing.
Yeah, so Trump basically, the Supreme Court granted Trump immunity, right? And obviously Biden, being the current commander in chief, had to come out and give his statements. I'm just going to give a quick listen to this. Let's get our thoughts here. Ready for this, Owen?
I concur with Justice Sotomayor's dissent today. Here's what she said. She said, in every use of official power, the president is now a king above the law. With fear for our democracy, I dissent. End of quote.
And End of quote.
End of quote.
End of quote. So essentially what he's saying here is that Trump is now this protected king, that the Supreme Court oligarchs that Trump put into power when he was president are now protecting that president. But honestly, if there was any sort of rule of law and these higher elected officials didn't have immunity, then Joe Biden would be tried for treason, and he would be experiencing the results of being found guilty of treason for receiving millions of dollars from Chinese officials and Moscow officials when he was selling out our country in the back doors while he was vice president of the United States under Obama. So
Yeah.
he's already a proven king.
There's already a pretty great response to his tweet about this from a guy named Spike Cohen.
Oh,
Talking about how, Trump is a king now, blah, 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 blah. He says, Barack Obama murdered a 16-year-old American citizen. He claimed absolute immunity for it, and the courts dismissed the case against him. You were vice president when it happened. Well, probably you don't remember.
Well, probably you don't remember. Yeah. I mean, it's honestly like you can feel the emotional buildup to this selection in November. I'm going to say selection now, so we can stay slightly monetized.
Selection? Okay.
Selection.
Like yeah. I like that.
Basically, I can just feel it in the air. I can feel it in the nervous laugh of the CNN anchors, right? They, in my opinion, Democrats are up against a wall. They have Biden and Jill refusing to pull him off the stand.
Hunter is now in top level meetings with DNC staff.
Dude, that's bullish for bump token, though. I mean, come on now.
Gosh, the more Hunter airtime, it's like a 2% bump.
Every time I open my computer, I see Hunter Biden in his underwear, too. I mean, that for some reason.
Yeah, well,
is that your
it's not the screensaver. It's not the screensaver.
You should get a new computer.
I really should. Maybe it's Hunter Biden's laptop that I'm currently using. That'd be the only good explanation. Now we also have this, something else that makes you go ew and wonder about life at night. Former Apple, Google, Meta, Tesla, and X executives are joining Sam Altman's WorldCoin project. Sam Altman, in my opinion, may have already created a singular AI system, but we don't know. You think ASI will be singular?
That's what it is. ASI stands for artificial superintelligence.
Well, I was thinking of the token, but you're correct.
No, there is a reckoning coming for AI.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long will it take, though?
How has AI changed your life?
Makes me good thumbnails.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Pretty good thumbnails. And it made me quit music because it's better than me at music already. It's true. Like, I thought that it wouldn't happen.
He said it with a straight face.
I did.
Too.
I mean, it is better than me at music. I was seeing the original AI songs when they came out. I was like, this is no big deal. I'm good. I got the creative human spirit, right?
Yeah. And especially with the AIs coming out with the Hawk Tuah songs and all the country songs.
That's when I knew I was done. That's when I knew I was cooked. You know what I mean? So AI has basically ruined my music career and given me the ability to make thumbnails, I guess. So
I guess that's a
cool.
win-win.
You know what I mean?
That's worth $1 trillion to NVIDIA. Who knew the thumbnail economy was going to drive us to new heights?
Do you think the WorldCoin project in and of itself is a grab? Because there's some pretty big names joining the project.
Yeah, 80% of AI is a grift. Okay? It doesn't do shit. Like,
Which ones do?
Name something demonstrative that AI has helped you do.
WorldCoin takes pictures of your butthole.
There you go. So until AI can actually do something useful, and let's just be perfectly honest, guys, thumbnails are not useful. Until it can do something useful, it is a grift. Okay? It is a scam. It is a bubble. It's a tulip frenzy. There you go. I said it.
It's Floppy the Sheep's making me feel maybe a little bit better. Nobody wants to see AI perform on a stage. So maybe I got that going for me. But then they got the holograms. Remember when they did the hologram of Tupac? That was years ago. Think about what they're capable of now.
I just don't care because it's like fix, I don't know, traffic. Do my fucking taxes. Until you do like the stuff and increase the value of my time. Like, get out of my face, like, oh, you an AI generated content? No, fuck you. Do AI generated taxes, you dumb bitch.
When you see Google results, like the AI responses, like telling people to drink bleach and all this weird stuff out of the gates, you know?
Reduce the cost of healthcare. Amazing.
Undoable.
Like, instead of putting artists out of business, put an insurance company out of business. Now we're talking.
Not likely,
Golly,
though.
eat
Can
a
we have
dick.
nice things? No.
We can if AI would just. I don't know. You're gonna be mad on camera again.
Good. Damn
I'm
it.
swearing at all.
Unbelievable. I'm the one that's sweating. You have to start sweating
No, I'm
with me.
swearing. Everyone at my church now knows that I'm on this show, and I'm just like saying swear words all the time. I'll never be a deacon at my church.
You're not going to be a deacon because of me?
I can't. They can't. There's too much footage of me swearing and talking about Grinder.
Grinder, that's true. You did bring up Grinder quite
And
a bit.
feet pics.
This
and a bunch
is
of other stuff. We can
self-inflicted,
go down a
though.
rabbit hole.
Look, I try. We're all made in the image of God. I try to be a holy person, but I'm not called to holiness. I'm called to speaking the truth, but I'm not called to holiness.
Listen, I wrote a couple albums about...
Merle's laughing hard because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Right
you
now.
can go the back door, though. I wrote a couple albums in heavy metal about the revelations. They didn't even know what hit them.
I know.
You know what I mean? You can come in the back
Feels
door
good.
and then plant those seeds. Just a thought. You ain't out of the mix.
Speaking of metal band,
You know,
we
and
need
I
a metal
find
band.
God out in the trees, not in a building anyways. So, I love God and everyone that looks towards God, I love you for doing that. But I get closer in trees. So
true.
that's that. WorldCoin is at $2.30 right now.
Hate it,
Look
but
at
it's
how
probably a good buy.
look at this buy.
Shitty token.
Honestly,
Hate trade it.
you can hate trade this one because look at the velocity. It had the velocity to get up to $10. Pretty much immediately, you're getting an entry point near the initial release levels.
Yeah.
So this thing came out at $1.90. You got the insider selling off. Now it's reset all the way back down to this level. If I'm objectively looking at this graph and finding things that have good entry points, there you go. If you like a coin that takes pictures of people's buttholes and you want to make money off of it,
Wow.
put the brown eye on the blockchain. There you go. So another one that I actually think
WorldCoin deserves that.
it really does. You know what I mean? Remember the large lines in China of people that lined up to take their retina scans
love that.
immediately?
Yeah.
It just shows you where the world's at. Now, Near Protocol, honestly,
Yep.
one of the more powerful graphs in the crypto space right now. Look at this, where it's
like
found its fall.
Solana, but it works.
Yeah. Something
Yeah.
like that. And they have memes that are doing like
They do
Black
have memes,
Dragon.
Black Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this though. It's already, it never really fell down to its original pump 2 spot. So
That's amazing.
that's a good looking graph for performance, right?
Yeah, I got into a near long at $4.75.
Really?
So I'm gonna ride that mofo. I'll probably take some profits when we get back to $8. But as we get closer and closer to $10 and $12 and $15, yeah,
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay. Well, I've actually much more exposed to Near than this portfolio. And actually, I've decided to put all my exact portfolio moves in the basement OG chat
There you
for
go.
members only. I'm tired of giving this shit away for free. I do indeed have a crew of people here that I'd like to create paychecks for and feed everyone's families. So I am consolidating exactly what I'm doing with my portfolio down to the OG status. And essentially right here on Near, the thing what I see on Near is that it never fell back down to its $4.30 level. That was the original pump 2 moment. And it's sitting here actually showing some signs of health on a shelf in the $5 range.
Absolutely.
So feeling damn good about Near.
Yeah,
honestly,
Near's another 10x.
You think
put,
so?
Yeah, I mean, you put in $5,000, you're going to come out with 50.
I mean, that's kind of, I feel like that's conservative.
If you sell the Pico top, you need to be laddering out. But Wicked Kid says thoughts on swapping Quant for Near. I would not swap Quant right now. I don't know what your entry point was. I bought a little bit of bag on this pullback, knowing that it's going to come back up, but I'm going to get out of it before the end of this year for sure.
Fucking psycho. You
I
bought
know.
Quant?
I bought Quant.
Okay.
I did it.
All right, you're in there. I'm not ever buying Quant.
It's not a 2025 hold. It's one I'm going to move with this year and then take those profits and probably put them into something else I don't know, Polygon.
I sat there and listened to an ISO 2002 pitch recently. And essentially, I feel like everyone that's interested in the next version of CBDCs is basically investing early in their next prison.
Yeah.
And I don't have any wish to be part of that. So, maybe there's massive upside.
Yep.
Sure. I'll be one of those poor Amish type people in the backwoods, utilizing guerrilla warfare to recapture American civilization. So there's that. If they do roll out CBDCs and you guys are right and they decide to put all my transactions on chain and true transparency comes to everybody except the government, that's when you see the real distilled version of Drew come out into the world. You know what I mean? It's people like me. I don't think that I'm alone. There's many dads, there's many Americans that have seen what this country's done to us. They've seen our ability to feed our families be stripped away from giving autonomy to our bodies away. And those that refused were basically debanked, de-employed, all of those things. You name it. They wouldn't let us go into a bar. You know what I mean? If you didn't have your papers at a point. So I will not allow CBDCs to be introduced into my life or my kid's life over my fucking dead body.
There you go.
There is that. I'm getting a little hot.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's
like
that pre-workout.
You're not done with it yet.
The swig of it right now while I answer George Martinez. Go ahead.
God.
Go.
I was just saying it's 3 p.m. and you haven't finished that thing yet. So I was gonna say chug it, which he just did.
you
now
gotta
he's gonna
chug it.
have a heart attack.
He slammed the
on
whole
live.
pre-workout. Guys.
Oh my
We gotta get out of here.
No,
gotta go.
Hold on. Support this channel, baby.
Please do it.
Buy an Arculus. Use code BASE10. Become your own damn bank.
Oh yeah.
Get the money out of the system. Support this channel all while you're doing it. This
Go
thing
look
is
at my
easy
Arculus
as pie
ad.
to use. You can give it to
Bitch.
your mother. She'll be able to figure it out, and then all of a sudden she won't be at risk if the banks do go under. So make sure to support us. You get $10 off. Use code BASE10. The link is down in the description. And if we can, at basement.supplies, pin the website for basement.supplies in this chat. We're going to get everyone as based and ready for cataclysm as we can here in the blockchain basement. We're making upside in altcoins and we're turning it into tangible goods to be an unstoppable force of American Revolution 2.0. It's going to be huge.
Or
Believe
Canadian
me.
Revolution. Wherever you live.
That's true.
Revolution.
That's true. You can, trebuchets are a thing. If you're in Canada, trebuchets are still a thing. So Godspeed to you guys.
Godspeed. Hit the likes on your way out. Comment below. Leave a comment. Tell us how much you like it. That tells YouTube that you like this video.
See?
Appreciate all you guys. Can we leave on Riley? Can we cut to Riley?
Send us out on the Riley shot, Owen. Why
People
don't you?
deserve Riley.
All
Plus one for Riley. There you go.
Peace out,
What up,
dwellers.
girl?
Yeah.